and welcome to this week's episode of Orangeline Sports Chat. I'm your host, Chris Smith, alongside with Alex Dingman. What do we got on the slate today, Ding? Baker playing baseball and
the Royals too, I think.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
There was a minor
Kansas
game.
Jayhawks.
Yeah.
There was a game last night.
There was indeed.
Tell me about it.
It's a little nuts. I was in Lawrence Fort, got to experience it. Thought we were completely screwed. About 2:10 left, down 9. I was like, wow, I guess it's just going to come to an end right now.
Did you cry?
Did I cry for joy? Mm-hmm. I don't really want to say that on air. Way to put me on the spot, but I might have shed a tear or two, but all for the right reasons, that's for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm about to do is going to make me cry. I'm a man of my word, and as you know, Alex, I'm world's biggest Missouri Tiger fan, but I can appreciate good basketball.
It's a good-looking color on you.
I'm going to follow up on my bet.
Yeah.
With a Kansas Jayhawk shirt on here.
That mic up there. There you go.
Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
There you go. Oh.
And if you'd like to share what's on the back, you can. Kansas on the front.
See here. Some good loving with your first cousin in Missouri. There you go. It's pretty appropriate.
Thank you.
Nice.
All right, moving back to the game. Kansas Jayhawks, first national title since 1988. Thank you, big gang.
Oh, no problem. A little PDA on camera.
Let's talk first Chalmers shot. 2 seconds left, down 3, puts up a shot, hands in his face. Nobody thought he was going to make it. It goes in. Your thoughts, and then where does it rank in KU history?
All right, well, just kind of setting it up a little bit. Like I talked about, it was like 9 with 2:10 to go, and then 7 with like 1:30, and the Memphis Tigers just couldn't hit their free throws. Chris Douglas-Roberts, a big player of the entire season, and it comes down the stretch, and Memphis, that is, misses about 4 out of their last 5 free throws. KU makes 14 in a row. And really, that was the big difference. So it sets up one last possession. Mario Chalmers going down the court. Sharon Collins with the ball, dumps it off to him. They decide not to foul. Some coaches in that situation would foul before a team could get a shot off just to make sure they don't hit that game-tying threes. But that's a different subject. But then Chalmers absolutely drills it, fading away. Prettiest shot I've ever seen. And the drinking establishment I was at absolutely erupted. Just euphoria, everyone. I believe I ended up on some guy's back, I don't even know, and everybody was dancing. And that was just to go into overtime, but once he made that shot, you knew KU was going to win. There was absolutely no way that they weren't going to take it over in overtime after that.
Way too much momentum. Kansas was just playing too well, and frankly, Memphis just looked in a complete disarray in overtime. They were shocked.
Oh, definitely. Without Dorsey, too, they didn't have anything going down low.
Big man fouled out, and the rest, so they say, was history. Let's talk about Roy Williams. Roy Williams at the game, sporting the KU sticker. How would you feel about that if you're North Carolina faithful?
Well, when I first saw him, I was like, all right, I can understand because, of his roots and everything. But they did just beat North Carolina, and there might be some fans that are a little bitter about that. Him showing up with the KU sticker. They understand that that's, where he was from, where he kind of established himself as a head coach. But he can be at the game and maybe want KU to win, but I don't know if he should really be sporting the pride. I don't know how North Carolina fans feel about it, but if it was reversed and Bill Self was at, the North Carolina game in the championship sport in the North Carolina colors, or if, Oklahoma State, since that's, where he's from, if that kind of situation was going on, I don't think I would really be a big fan of it. But
right.
Either way, it was nice to see him supporting us. One more fan definitely couldn't hurt.
And perhaps it was seeing that Roy Williams was trying to bury the hatchet with KU. Obviously, there's been a ton of negative press in Lawrence. And
totally redeemed himself.
And he totally redeems himself.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Mass Street. You were on Mass afterwards. They say that there were 75,000 people in the streets. Tell me a little bit about that scene.
It was definitely nuts. It was kind of like a flock of really happy zombies, just kind of walking southward, not really going for anything in particular, just all together, dancing around. At one point, I'm in the middle of, thousands of people, can't even move, but it didn't matter at all to me. Getting drinks spilled on me left and right, but everybody was on the same level. Everybody was there to cheer on KU, and it was a great experience for sure.
We're partying like it's 1988. Last thing, and we might want to talk a little bit about this, even though it is just a day. I want to let you enjoy your day of celebration, but players leaving. Brand Rush, Mario Chalmers, stock could not be any higher right now. Do you see him coming back? Do you see him being Horford and Brewer from Florida?
Well, let me tell you, first of all, that I couldn't care less at this point, just because they did do what they were there to do, and that was win a national championship. And so that's done. They've done their job, so I can understand if they want to move on and now get paid for playing basketball. Before the tournament started, I figured if they won the national championship, maybe they would want to come back, those big three, just because they all could return and, you know, try to get 2 in a row and make some real history. But they have done what they came to KU to do, and so if they want to leave now, I understand if Chalmers and Arthur and Rush want to go. Obviously, I don't want to see them leave, but I have a lot more confidence in Cole Aldrich now, that's for sure, after seeing the kind of performance he had in the tournament. Didn't do really too much in the title game because Self decided to use about the same 6 players in that rotation, but it's going to be Collins and Aldrich next year, and I'm still excited for KU basketball.
Absolutely. All right, well, we're going to kick it back into the studio. Alex is going to go to Mass Street. I'll probably follow him.
Softball player Annie Hannon doesn't let the pressure of being a freshman starter get to her. Here's a closer look at our Athlete of the Week. Hannon is a freshman right fielder for the Baker softball team and a Baldwin City native. Lately, she has made herself known for her standout performance on the field.
I think I stepped up a lot since Coach has been moving a lot of people around, and I thought I needed to do better at what I'm doing and focus on all the things I have to do to help the team out and improve our game a lot.
In the previous 4 games, Hannon has produced a .460 batting average. She went 1 for 2 with a walk in Game 1 and smashed a triple in Game 2 against Mid-America University last week. Sunday, Hannon hit .500 in the team's doubleheader against Avila University. She scored 1 run, hit in an RBI, and slammed the first home run of her college career.
Well, sometimes when I'm at the plate, I think about a lot of things too much. I think too much, and I struggle at the plate because everything's running in my mind. And now when I go out there, I just relax. I just have to relax and watch the ball and just hit it.
Head softball coach Jennifer Rigdon talks about Hannon's recent play.
She is a very hard worker. She has come through in several games when we've really needed her. She plays in the outfield and has kind of filled in for us in 3, 4, and 5 hole a few times. She can pull out some great hits. She gets the bunt down when we need it done.
Off the field, Hannon can be described as an average college student.
I like to read some and listen to music and, of course, Facebook.
Coach Rigdon says Hannon has a great attitude all the time and has a willingness to do whatever is asked.
She's very quiet, but when you get her going and kind of get her to loosen up, she's pretty fun and funny, and I think she has a great time with the girls. They can kind of get her to come out of her shell a little bit. So
Hannon says she has enjoyed her experience on the softball team so far this season, especially getting to know her new teammates. She talks about the pressure as a freshman starter.
I don't really feel pressured because softball is my passion, and like it's just so natural now that it's like you just play the game and you just want to do well.
Hannon has a lot to look forward to in the next 3 years of her career. From Cavanis Field, I'm Jessica Mulvaney, KNBU TV.